Look at those roses, living their best life, facing up to the sky, not giving a shit about who's looking at them. Good morning, welcome back. It's the 1st of October, can you believe? And I did start this vlog once already and then saw the state of myself and deleted it straight away. And then I thought, what the hell am I doing? What does it matter? It's a beautiful morning. The birds are singing, the dogs are happy. Everything's good. So if I've got a few wrinkles and bags under my eyes, who cares? It's not important, is it? October, here we come. I've got quite a lot to do today, and I thought I would take you along with me today. My name's Kirsten. I buy and sell vintage, antiques, collectibles, secondhand, anything that I think people will like to buy. So if that interests you, then please do subscribe and hang on in. I do a gentle vlog. There's no sensationalism, unless I need a bit of clickbait to get people to view my videos. Anywho, it's about 7:30, and the first thing I'm going to do this morning, well, I've had my breakfast, is go check on my seedlings. Here we go. So I've got some echinacea coming up there. These have gone all green. I'm never quite sure what to do to stop them going green, the soil tops, because you want to water them enough, but you don't. Oh, anyway. Gazania, still only one. There's a few lupins have come up and one aquilegia, and then these are the ones that had already come on. So my lupins are looking very lupiny, and my echinaceas are doing well, and my cuttings, I mean, look, these salvias are flowering already. How fab is that? And look, this salvia's really shot up. So some of my salvias are doing well. I've got hot lips, I've got a pink one, I've got the peach cobbler one, which I'd really hoped would take, so that's good. Mainly pink. The pink one seems to really take. Oh, the white one's doing well as well, so really chuffed with that. These are the ones that I did a little bit earlier in the season, so they're a little bit bigger, dark pink. Jasmine's not looking bad. I've got some jasmine here that haven't completely died off, but a lot of the other stuff is looking very dead. This has come back a bit, honeysuckle. There's a dark, oh, that's the dark red rose. Fingers crossed. I'd love to get another one of those dark red roses. So we'll see. We'll see. Veg patches are actually looking quite nice at the moment. We've got this lettuce that's doing better now than it was in the summer, you know, the height of summer, and the leeks look good. And then got chard. I love the look of chard. Doesn't it look amazing? Look at that. And then over there in Darren's brassica cage, look at all those. I'm assuming they're cabbages. I don't know, whatever they are, but they're looking good. The salvias have struggled all summer with it being so dry and hot. They haven't been looking their best, but now they're looking amazing. Look, my peach cobbler one is really coming on. Really pleased with that. This is the hot lips, the red and white one. And then over here, this has done nothing all summer, and now look at it. This dark pink one, is that gorgeous? And then I've got the other pink one that's coming through the fence. And this blue one really has looked really poor this year. Last year this was my favourite and it looked amazing. This year it's not done anything, but it's just started perking up now. And the dahlias are perking up as well. Look at this lovely red one, like a bright red. And then there's a couple of yellow ones. And then there's a sort of peachy one there. And then over here, look at this one. It's always the smallest birds that make the most amount of sound, isn't it? So you can't see them, but you can hear them. Is that rose flowering again? Oh, see, easily distracted. Come and have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Right up in the walnut tree. Some roses. The cows have been spending quite a lot of time in the field next door over the last few days. And I want to go over and collect some more cow poo for our compost heaps. But I've got too much to do today, so it'll have to wait. But yeah, who'd have thought I'd be wanting to get on with that job? So yesterday I went to visit my mum. I took my son with me. It was lovely to see her. It's a little bit sad, isn't it? A lot of her memories, and when you talk to her, she's just as she always was, but then strange things will come out and you don't know where reality stops and imagination takes over, and then you have to try and work out what's real and what's not. It's dementia is not very nice, is it? And she's very frail. So yeah, a little bit sad, but lovely to see her. Anyway, I bought some raffle tickets back in the summer for their summer fete thing. And when I got to Mum's, I found this in Mum's room with my name on it, with my raffle ticket. So I'd obviously won it at the raffle. And how gorgeous is this? Little rabbit, look. But, I mean, I'd love to be able to crochet. First thing I'd crochet would be little jackets for the dogs. But look, her hat comes off. So you can take her hat on and off. And a little jacket's got these pearl buttons. And then that comes off. And she's got a lovely little pink dress on underneath. And then little shoes. And the little shoes come off as well. How gorgeous is that? I mean, I don't need a cuddly toy. I'm an adult. But she's so sweet. Whoever made that put a lot of time and effort into it. And I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's that. And then while I was away, Darren was very busy. He got on with lots of jobs. But one of the jobs that he did was sort out our cutlery drawer. Oh, I know. Do you want to see what he's done? Because it's pretty impressive. So we had this plastic container in the drawer to put cutlery in. But we've got quite a lot of cutlery and it all overflowed and it didn't fit and all of that. Look what he's done. He's made this wooden compartments so that it all fits in nicely. Very impressive. And he cleaned the silver plate cutlery as well. So he has his uses. These sold on eBay yesterday, so I've got the job of packing these later. They're actually quite big and heavy. It's like, because they're older, the glass is really thick and heavy. But I remember showing you these when I picked them up. It was a really nice sale. So they've sold for £65, I think, for the pair. And I paid £3 for the pair. So that's not a bad profit margin. A lot of the stuff we sell is a lot cheaper than that, and the profit margins are nowhere near that. So you need some of those occasionally just to boost up what else you sell. Let me show you what's going out today that I've got to pack. Okay, so I've got a pair of army boots, some trainers, another pair of trainers. These are Jean-Paul Gaultier empty perfume bottles. There's a pack of 3 there. I think they sold for about 20 quid, but they don't all sell for that. So that's that. A Studio Pottery dish, that's lovely. Studio Pottery little chamber stick, some Viners fish eaters, the other one of these oval pictures, a couple of books, United Kingdom and nuclear deterrence. There you go. I think this is a folio one, I've a feeling. I'm not sure. A phone, whatever that is, Scrabble, and then this glass thing. And then I've got website orders to pack as well. So I'm going to get on with packing orders, and thank you to Janet, Jacqueline and Gary who ordered on my website. I'll be packing those today and getting them off. And then whatever's next. Oh, I told you about my doctors, didn't I? Was being closed the other day. Well, apparently it's a bigger issue than I thought. I thought maybe their computers were down or they were short-staffed or something like that, but no. They've been closed officially by, I don't know, the people who control things like that. It's not like they haven't had any like medical problems. It's to do with administrative problems. But yeah, it's a real shame because I actually really liked that doctor's surgery. I said to Darren only a few days ago, I know it's difficult to get through on the phone, but when I've actually dealt with any of the doctors or nurses or anything, I've found them really helpful and really nice and really proactive. And the doctor that I saw has left. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to reopen, but it'll have new doctors. I don't know. But it's really frustrating. At the moment, I can't even get an appointment. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. Anyway, I'm going to go and get on with packing my orders and then I'll catch up with you later. Right, it's about 20 to 11. I've finally finished packing orders. Yay. And I've got a coffee, second coffee. If you've ordered from me, we have moved on from some Russian book that I couldn't even tell you what it is to a book about Stalin. So that's what's going in void fill to my parcels at the moment. The Great Terror, Stalin. Talking about miserable stuff, Darren was watching the news. Don't do that on YouTube. But then an advert came up and it was Gary Lineker saying about some investment in opportunity. And it was like AI, and it was saying, Gary Lineker was saying that he personally endorsed this and he guaranteed it and all this sort of thing. But it was clearly AI. Well, not clearly. If you look carefully, you can see it's AI. I just hope people don't fall for that. But you'd think YouTube would have to have some sort of control over their advertising, wouldn't they? It just seems, man, I saw one a few months ago with one of the news presenters, and it was the same thing. She was endorsing some sort of financial investments, I think in like cryptocurrency or something like that. And I just thought, this doesn't look right. And when I looked more closely, I could see it was AI. But this AI thing is really scary. Yeah, very, very scary. Somebody mentioned about all the adverts on YouTube in one of the comments on the last video. And we don't have control over the adverts at all. We don't even get control of where the adverts are in our videos or anything. So apologies if you don't like them. I can't really do anything about it, I'm afraid. And there's something else I've noticed is I always try and reply to every single comment, even if it's just with an emoji and a like. But so if I don't reply to any of your comments, it's very probably that I can't see it, because I've noticed that before. The odd comment, for some reason I can't see it. But if I go and log into YouTube through a different account and go onto my YouTube, I can see it. I don't understand that, but there. It might explain. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see it. So, what do you do to escape all the craziness going on in the world? We watch a lot of YouTube and the odd telly. What have we been watching? Oh, the Educating Yorkshire. Do you watch that? I really, really like it, and I like it even more now because it shows us what my daughter does. My daughter's job is working in a school as one of the year, I don't know exactly, she's probably told me the title, but I'm an airhead, I can't remember. Basically, alongside the head of year, she goes around and tries to sort out kids' issues and gets them into class and deals with the fighting and the arguing and all that sort of stuff. So we get a little bit of insight into what she does for a job. So that's really good. Enjoying that. And then the YouTubers generally, we're sticking to the same ones. So we're sticking with Jude, Rewilding Jude. Although we've caught up now, so we can only watch one a week, which is really sad. Really, really sad. And the Cottagers, who I've mentioned before. I would definitely recommend them. Lydia, I just think she's inspirational. She's so intelligent and so confident to give things a go. That's what I just find it inspiring, but also a little bit intimidating. As a woman, I'm like, oh, I don't do any of these things that she does. She gets up on chimneys and rebuilds chimneys and sorts out plumbing. And the other week they were cutting out rotten joists and putting new joist things in. And yeah, I just find it really inspiring. So, you know, I get offered all sorts of things. I accepted an offer for an item to show you, to promote. That is out of my comfort zone, but I'll show you that in a little bit with help with Darren, from Darren. I thought I would get my first Christmas box out to show you. So if that's not your thing, then fast forward a little bit, because Christmas is coming. So I've got some Christmas stuff out. It's not too much, so just chill your beans, okay? And we've got to get prepared, haven't we? A little bit prepared. So to start with your preparation for Christmas, I've got these cute little notebooks. It's actually a twin pack. These say Deck the Halls. There's like reindeer on there, and then on the back there. So that's a twin pack there. So you can organise, you can make all your Christmas lists. And again, the same thing, little A6 notepads with lined paper. I love this. This reminds me of the Kashmiri boxes, does it not you? The paper mache boxes. So you've got 2 notebooks in each pack. I've got 2 of those packs and just 1 of those packs. That's the first thing. Now, if you have got small children or grandchildren, or if you're lucky enough to have great-grandchildren, then you might be wanting to make advent calendars. And I've got a couple of options here. I've got this one, which is the 24 little sacks, you know, like the little Hessian sacks. And then you've got pegs and string to hang it all up, so you can make your own advent calendar. There's some sort of stickers there, but I'm not quite sure. So there's that one. Or this one's a little bit more glitzy. This one is little gold boxes that fold up into little Christmas trees. And again, there's 24 of those, so you can put a little thing inside each one to make a lovely little advent calendar. So I've got 3 of those packs. So you see, that's why you need to get in ahead, because you need to get planning, don't you? And then I've got some things that aren't necessarily Christmas, okay? So here we go, the first one. I've got this cute money box, polar bear with his beautiful scarf, like that. He has got crazing, but it is even and it is all over him. So I'm kind of thinking that that is an intentional crazing. Sometimes you get it for an effect of the way it looks. It's all over and it's even, and there's no chips or cracks. Isn't he lovely? So there's that one. And then what else isn't too Christmassy? Well, I've got these 2 metal stags. I thought they'd look really good as a winter display. If you've got a mantelpiece, you could put those up on the mantelpiece with candles and stuff, or on your dining room table, a centerpiece. So I've got those. They're quite heavy, really nice, feel like quality white metal. So there's those 2. Then I have this brass candlestick. Looks like holly to me. So again, it's that wintry feel. Doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas, does it? It does have like marks and stuff. It's been used. But that's a really lovely thing. Again, centre of your table, that would look lovely with pine cones and stuff all around it. Really like that. So that's that one. This is cute. little tiny candle holder with cherubs. Now, are you going to be able to see that? If I put my hand behind there, that clears it up a little bit better, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? So again, on a mantelpiece or in a little display, that would look really nice. There's that one. Then I've got these smokers. Now, I did have these on my website last year, I think. I had originally had 5 or 6 of them. I've only got 2 left. So if you're interested, these are hand wood turned incense burners. So the smoke comes out of their mouth, and you put like the triangle type incense in there, you'd have to have some sort of plate or tile or something to stand them on, because they don't come with that. There is like a signature thing there, but they're very individual, very different. I love how you can see like the wood grain there. So there's that one, and there's that one. So he's got a big cigarette in a cigarette holder, and there's the hole in his mouth so that the smoke can come out. Yeah, those two. So they're not necessarily Christmas, but they kind of are more suited to the winter season. Now these things are a bit more Christmassy, I admit. So I've got these cute little gingerbread Christmas decorations, like to hang up. They've got little string holders there. I think there's 12 in the pack there. Aren't they cute? Little gingerbread men, women, people, gingerbread people we'll go with. There we go, they're cute. This is nice. Again, a candle holder. It says Burgh, Sweden. So Swedish glass. Can't go wrong with a bit of Scandi, can you? Christmas tree and the little candle holder bit at the front there. Yeah, do you like that? I like that a lot. This one, fabulous Santa, made like a felt. It's just cardboard inside to keep his shape. Very simple. So he can either stand on your mantelpiece or in your display, or he can be a Christmas tree topper, because the Christmas tree bit can go at the top there and he can sit on the top of your tree. You can decide, but he's lovely, isn't he? Cheery little Santa. And then I've got a couple of Christmas tins. There's this one, which looks very traditional with the candles on the tree and the baubles. I thought this would be nice to store things like Christmas cards that you've made, or if you want to keep them for future years, you know, special ones, or ribbons, or you could use it to put in a gift inside. It does have some little scrapes. It has been used, but overall it's okay. And as I say, it'd be lovely to keep special cards that people have given to you, or as I say, bits of ribbon or whatever. So that's that one. And then this one's unusual. It's like a big bauble, but it's a tin. It opens up so you can hide something inside, and it's got this poinsettia pattern on it. If you really don't like wrapping, bit of tissue paper, shove it in there, job done. No sellotape, reusable, environmentally friendly, recycled, all of the above. Right, I hope that wasn't too much. That was just a first instalment, more to come. Yeah, let me put this away and I will get on with my next job. So it's raining. I just popped out to get this from the shed. Are you excited to see what I've been sent? Okay, in the spirit then of me embracing things that are outside my comfort zone, like going and collecting cow poo in the field full of cows and getting the shredder out and shredding things, I've accepted this as like a brand deal. So let's see what's in the box. Now that looks quite tally, doesn't it? Look at that. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Have you guessed what it is yet? It's a cordless mini chainsaw. So it's ideal for pruning, cutting some of the smaller branches off the trees, that kind of thing. Handheld. See, the idea of a chainsaw scares the living daylights out of me, but a handheld one feels a lot more controllable. So I'm going to get Darren to give me a hand to work out how to use it. Various bits and pieces. That looks like a battery pack. so does that. So maybe we've got 2 battery packs. That looks like a chain. That looks like a charger. And then a little bottle. It's empty. So let's have a little experiment and see how we get this going. I've put the battery pack on charge. So while that's charging, Darren's just looking at an auction online. I'm going to make us some lunch. We've got a nice, we're nearly out of tomatoes, but we've just got the odd one. So I've got a nice burlesque tomato left. So sourdough toasting, bit of burlesque tomato, salt, pepper, olive oil, sprinkling of parmesan. Darren boiled a couple of eggs, so we'll have that with it as well. That's for our lunch. And then we're off out tonight. It's my father-in-law's 80th birthday, so we're going to an Italian. So we don't want to eat too much because hopefully we'll have a nice big meal tonight. I just sat down to edit my video. I've got 2 helpers. I've taken my parcels. I've realised that the battery packs on the chainsaw thing have already got some charge in them, so I could do some filming, but it's raining at the moment, which makes it a little bit awkward, hence why my hair looks like this. Yeah, so Darren's just gone off to do a couple of things, and then we'll see if we can do a little bit to show you if it's not too wet. What do you think, boys? I'm literally pinned down. Eddie's got his head on my feet. I can't move. Jenny's whining because Darren's upstairs. Thank you, Wendy. I just got your order. It just came through. I'll get that off on Friday for you. Okay, so the battery pack, I'm assuming, slides on like that.
Well done.
Hooray.
Right, go on.
And then
I'd take the guard off.
Take that off.
It's a bit blunt, that guard. Yeah. And then you're all set up. Okay. Right. Now, do you want to do a practice in here on the table?
What, practice going up the table? No, thank you.
Okay. Now, do you just want to spin it
okay,
so that you know what you're doing? So you hold that down.
Yeah.
And if you hold that down as well. Anyway, just try with that. Right, hold that down as well. The other one.
Oh my God. So you have to press that little button?
Yeah, yeah. So you press both. So that basically...
That and that.
Yeah. So you can't just set it off by just pressing one. You have to deliberately do it. Yeah.
Thing.
All right?
Yeah.
So let's go.
Okay. Okay, so Darren said that I can cut this branch off the apple tree because it's going to go over the path. So I'm going to give it a go.
There we go. Do you want me to get around there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So you know what I said? Just watch your hand.
Press that one.
Yeah, hold it.
Oh wow, that was actually very easy.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Still a bit scared. So we couldn't test out the chainsaw too much because 1, it's raining, and 2, it's the wrong time to be cutting too many things back. You want to wait until it's a bit more dormant before you do it. So Darren's going to use it more over the next few months. So if you want to see him using it as well, I'm sure he'll be showcasing it in his videos, Darren and Kirsten's Garden Adventures. It was really, really easy to use. I'm just not used to using any kind of power tools at all, so it made me a little bit nervous. But yeah, very easy to use. I'll put all the links to the cordless chainsaw in the description box below with any discount codes, etc. if you're interested. Yeah. Right, Darren's popped out. He's going to go and get Bob. Bob's going to help us with some technical stuff. He's our technical go-to. So it's me and the doggies. They're all looking at me from down there. I've got some admin to do and I've got some listing to do. So it's not going to be very interesting. But I hope you enjoyed this sort of varied video that I've done today. If you haven't subscribed already, please think about doing that. But leaving me a thumbs up and a comment really does help my algorithms. And if you want to give me a little hype, if you know what that is, then do that too. That really does. I do very much appreciate all your support. Yeah, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.